Welcome back, my artists. Today we got a lot to talk about, so I think it's gonna be a fun topic that you guys can relate to. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into it. So today we'll be covering things that only artists will understand. The first topic, people requesting tattoo designs. I get it, we have posted, we're doing commissions. Commissions are open on our page on Instagram. I cannot tell you how many people have requested tattoo designs. And when it's like, that's not really the thing I'm offering. I'm offering to make a painting, like a portrait. But I'll admit, I have done a few tattoo designs for some of my friends, and like, that's cool and all, but that's not really the whole point of me opening up saying like I'm doing commissions for y'all. Like, that's not, I think you guys can relate to that, like how often you get tattoo designs requests. Like it's a lot of requests. And it's not like I'm hating on the people that are making these requests. It's just that if you're gonna do that, like, ask your tattoo artist, don't ask me. Like, I'm not the guy for that. But that brings me actually into my next topic, which is people requesting commission artwork that doesn't fit your art style. There will be some DMs I get of people requesting, hey, can you draw my dog for me? Or can you draw my cat for me? First of all, I know that they had to look through my page to see what type of art I did in order for them to even look to see that I'm doing commissions. The fact that they looked through my page, decided that they liked my work, and then requested something that is outside of my art style is like, where's the logic? I don't draw animals. I don't do cats, dogs, none of that. I draw people. I make portraits. That's what my commission work used to consist of. Like, I don't do commissions anymore currently, but again, it's just like, if you're gonna make a request, at least like do a little bit of research and look through your artist's page first to see if you can fit your idea with their style. Makes it a lot more easier. This next topic may or may not apply to you, but this definitely happens to me a lot, which is staring too long at street art. When you're out with your friends and you guys are walking around the city, and you stop by and you look at a wall and you see like graffiti, like paintings all on it. Personally, I stare at that thing for like 5-10 minutes just because like I'm invested into like how good it still looks after being, painted on the wall for such a long amount of time. And I'll be staring at the wall, and then like my friends will come up and they'll be like, hey bro, like we gotta go, like what are you doing? And I'm just like, my bad bro, I was just mesmerized for a second. And it's like, it's just so cool to me how good the painting still looks after like, so many years of just being on the wall of the building. Again, that may not apply to you, but that's definitely something that I run into quite often, especially since, oh, by the way, I am in Japan. I'm not, I feel like I should have stated that a while ago. I'm not in America, I'm in Japan. So yeah, you run into like a lot of things when you're just walking around throughout the city. A lot of cool stuff out there, a lot of cool stuff. If you guys haven't traveled or visited, I highly recommend it. Like, you'll enjoy it. All right, moving on to the next topic, which is telling yourself that you're only gonna work on one thing. Cannot tell you guys how many times I've told myself that, and then I end up drawing like 5 different ideas and then not finishing a single one just because I'm like, my brain is scattered all over the place. If you're gonna start a painting, start laying down the sketch. Continue with that painting before you move on to the next one. Because if you keep moving on after just setting down the basic foundations of the original idea first, and then like you keep jumping back and forth between different ideas, like you're never gonna finish anything. Like it's impossible to work on 5 different paintings at once. Unless you're like a robot or AI, which this video is for humans. I hope y'all that are watching are human. If not, well, this video is not for you. But yeah, if you are human and you're watching this, just work on one thing at a time. Trust me, it's gonna work out a lot better. Moving on to the next topic. Oh my god, this is like a pet peeve, bro. Painting on the wrong layer. This is more for digital artists. Don't worry, I'll get to traditional artists here in a second. But when you are painting and you're like laser focused on like trying to get this thing done after like 2 hours, 3 hours, your hands starting to cramp, you're getting a little sweaty, and then you're getting really tired, your eyes are slowly closing because you're about to pass out and take a nap. You accidentally click on the wrong layer while you're laying down some colors. Next thing you know, your line art layer is now your layer where you put down all your lighting and your shadows, and you're like, I can't fix this. The amount of undo cannot undo what I just did. Yeah, it sucks. It definitely sucks. So yeah, when you're painting, just double check that you're on the correct layer. That I cannot stress that enough, because it definitely sucks when you accidentally make new brush strokes on like your line art layer or like the background layer, and then you're wondering like, why is this looking weird? That's the reason why. As promised for my traditional artists, the next topic is trying to find the right lighting for your drawing. Literally the hardest thing to do. Like, I cannot stress how annoying it is to get the correct lighting for your traditional art pieces. Literally the most annoying thing. And it's like, unless you have fancy lighting or like a fancy camera that has like a good lighting attached to it, it's just like super annoying to try to like not get the shadow of yourself like in like the background of the drawing. And it's just, I'm not gonna lie, when I was doing traditional art like back in the day, like that was, it took me forever just to get like the perfect picture. Sometimes I was just like, I gave up, and I was just like, you know what, I guess I'm just not gonna post this because the lighting right now is not hitting. But you know, that happens. I feel like that happens a lot. I think that's honestly one of the biggest reasons why I switched over to traditional art, just because like when I was trying to take pictures of my artwork that were like on paper, like they just were not looking as good as like if you were to see it like, you know, IRL. And with traditional art, like since it's already digital, you know, you're always gonna have a crisp quality photo of it, because you can just upload it exactly from your drawing app directly into Instagram, which is, I think, is super cool. I get it, that shouldn't be like a huge reason for you to want to switch over to digital art, or that shouldn't be like the main reason, I should say, right? However, I'm not gonna lie, I got super annoyed with having to buy materials, and Prismacolors are not cheap. And then you having to get like, you know, a good sketchbook after so long, because you can only draw on so many pieces of paper before, you know, you run out of paper. You gotta get a new sketchbook. You gotta get a new pencil sharpener. Like, I just got tired of buying materials. Like the iPad, literally everything you need is on the iPad. As soon as you buy the iPad, like that's it. You don't need nothing else. Okay, maybe the drawing app, but it's like an extra $10. But other than that, like that's it. Like you are set. You don't need to buy anything else. Everything comes with it. So yeah, digital art made my life a lot easier. The last topic that I want to go over is wanting to delete your old work. Now I get it. Sometimes we get frustrated with the finished product of our painting and we immediately just want to get rid of it and trash it. I get that. I understand. But you shouldn't delete and throw away your old work. keeping your old work, it's going to allow you to see your progress and how far you've gotten and how much you've improved over time. It allows you to reflect on, you know, past mistakes that you've made throughout the painting, and you've learned from it and you've improved a lot on it. And your old work is not a reflection of your current skills. You know, matter of fact, I'll go ahead and post up my old paintings up here. I'll put it on the screen so you guys can see my old paintings versus like how I paint now. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I did want to delete those first paintings that I made, but I kept them there so that I could see and you guys could see my progress from my very first digital painting to how I paint now. Because like I said, your old work doesn't reflect your current art skills. And from time to time, I look back at those old paintings and, you know, I see a lot of the mistakes that I used to make, and I'm very grateful for how much I've improved now. Because, like I've stated before, I come from a traditional art background. Digital art is still relatively new to me, even though I've been doing it for a few years. It was a huge learning curve when I first started getting into it. But the more that I utilize the different brushes that Procreate has to offer, and like the more I just got used to using the Apple Pencil, like I saw improvement. Even though it was kind of slow, I still improved over time compared to when I first started. So I say all that to say, keep your old work so you can see your progress and you can see how much you've improved. But that's pretty much all I got for this video. If you guys like the video, go ahead and share it. Other than that, I'm out. Oh my God, why is this thing falling? Jesus, stop. Okay, stay.